This is Drew Simonson. I'm going to be doing the sewer scope for you guys here at Idaho Avenue. We're going to be going in through this clean out here in the wall in the downstairs bathroom. You can see there, it does look like we're retaining a little bit of water. I think this is still underneath the house, unfortunately. That's a decent amount of water. Actually looks like we're holding about 3 inches there. Not too much debris, so that is a good sign. Okay, I'm just going to keep pushing until I get this debris off my lens so we actually have something to see. Okay, so it looks like the external line may have been replaced. Looks like we have PVC down here. Actually looks like we do have an external clean out somewhere in the yard. May have just missed that, but we'll just push from here. Looks like this line might be retaining some water as well. I do have water running through the system, so we will see how much is there when we turn it off and retrieve the camera. Yeah, so it looks like I'm just pushing some more debris down the line. I will just pause the video again until I probably reach the sewer tap. Okay, I was unable to push the line from the clean out in that bathroom. I did find the external and we'll be resuming the scope from here. So obviously, as you can see, we are still retaining some water in this newer line. Once we turn off the water and retrieve, we will see if it's still retaining anything. Looks like we might actually have a secondary external clean out in the yard. And this is where I got stuck before. It doesn't look like they replaced the entire line. It looks like we're transitioning to cast iron or concrete here. Looks like concrete. Concrete's definitely a little bit worn. You shouldn't be able to see that many rocks in there. Obviously you can see there at one of these joints, we do have a root intrusion. This could be from a previous tree because I don't believe we have a tree directly over the line anymore. But this will be marked in the yard. I think you just got that marked out in the yard. It's actually right at the edge of the street. is a little bit odd. The concrete's definitely starting to deteriorate a little bit. It's getting pretty hard to push my camera through here. And then going into the city tap, looks like we are transitioning back into PVC and diving down into the tap here. So I'm just going to turn off the water to verify this is the tap. So I know there's still some water running, but there's a little bit less. I was able to verify this is the city tap. It's right at 85 feet. Okay, as I stated, water is off. We'll be retrieving the camera dry. Check that belly in the line and see if there's any other visible issues that might pop up with this less water. Okay, that's that large root intrusion there. These joints overall don't look too bad, other than that one with the roots in them. And we're going back into the partial line replacement here with the PVC. And this is where we were retaining some water. Yeah, so it just looks like that was some water that was getting built up in the line while it was running. Pretty normal to see that. Nothing of concern there, as long as we don't have water pooling in there without anything coming through the line. Nope, I take that back, because maybe a little bit early on that. We're still retaining some water there. Starts at about 29 feet. It goes back to about 19 there. That's about what we classify for a belly, so we got about 10 feet. Okay, just mark that one in the yard as well. That one's fairly close to the tap, or the external cleanout, sorry. Yeah, other than that, line looks pretty good. Like I said, that concrete's starting to deteriorate. I'd probably recommend doing some sort of replacement or a SIP liner, and then definitely make sure that joint with the root intrusion gets fixed.